Really, YouTube? You're claiming copyright on an old Soviet-era cartoon? I got that on one of those DVDs that had a whole crap ton of old cartoons on it that nobody cares about. Because it should be in the public domain, I thought. But I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just going to have to post that riff on Vimeo and put a link to it.
I was about to ask you.
In this next stream.
Post on Vimeo.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do.
And then he'll post it, he'll post everything up to the riff on YouTube, and he doesn't think that the chat will be there, so we'll have lost the chat from the previous stream, but can't be helped. But he'll put it on a playlist so that you'll be able to go directly from that first...
From this into this current stream.
To the current one.
Yeah. Sorry again. But apparently that's the game we're playing.
While we're waiting, can you add RaisorBlade's channels to the video info? While we're waiting for everyone to get here.
Perhaps. If you don't mind me bringing a whole bunch of weird crap on the screen at random while I'm typing his stuff in.
Is it going to be on my screen or on their screen?
It'll be on their screen.
Oh, well, we better not do that then.
Yeah, as I'm typing, I'm going to have all of our different feeds popping up. Yeah. But yeah, we got...
check out RaisorBlade, DJ RaisorBlade's channel. If you haven't been here the entire time, he came and visited with us, and his part where he was here for about half an hour chit-chatting with us will be earlier in the stream. And it will be posted on YouTube, and when we edit and the video info, his channels, we will be linking to his channels. But.
Indeed. And how many people do we have in chat so far?
We got 20.
We got 20.
Yes, let's just hold on.
I was going to say, did you see how many we had previously?
I did not. I should have checked. Did anybody notice how many people were with us in the other stream?
I thought it was somewhere between 30 and 50.
Michael Ketter, you must be new. Welcome.
Hello, thank you for joining us.
Please make a voice suggestion. We'd love, and I say this because one question: have you seen Food Fight? Nobody's got to be new.
Hello, new audience member. Nice to meet you. Little known fact: I am not only someone who has talked about Food Fight. I was the first.
First, that's sexy as hell. No.
Bobsheaux
kind of cut his teeth on Food Fight.
I have not reviewed Food Fight. That was actually my very first riff. With absolutely horrible recording equipment. So, yes, it's, as an artist, I've got that embarrassment over my own work like everyone does. But, yeah, I discovered...
You're gonna have to remake that for an anniversary or something.
Oh, Lord. A redux. But, yeah, I jumped all over Food Fight immediately because I knew, oh, this is a special movie. This is going to have people talking for a long time, and look where we are. And rather than review it, I riffed it for a New Year's thing. A tradition which I have fallen out of. But I'm making up for it with more regular riffs, maybe? I don't know. But shall we continue reading? No. You're muted, I can't hear you. And it looks like you're trying to talk.
I was typing.
Sorry.
I was retweeting you. Let everybody know where the link was.
Sorry.
Impatient people.
It's Christmas time. Everyone's impatient.
Has to happen at least once every stream.
Oh, yeah.
I have to yell, I'm streaming!
I can't believe that. We had this other riff that we put on the shelf because we were afraid of that getting
and replaced it with Santa, Animal Santa. Santa at Animal Land, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And that went through just fine. But this one is public domain, so we figured, it'll be fine.
Who would want copyright on this?
Can you fight copyright when the stream goes down like that?
I might be able to. I'm not sure. It's worth a shot. Certainly
Okay,
could.
let's see how many people we've got now. I didn't want to say, yeah, go ahead and start reading. We're still only at 24.
Yes, got to give them
Just another
few more minutes. Yes. Give them a chance to come back. Thanks, YouTube. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Cock blocked by YouTube.
Oy.
Overcompensated for the ice, poured out too much water. There were no bubbles.
Oh no. Must have the bubbles. There we go. And that is live. And we got our live chat, not top chat. Matthew Dilday asks, what did I miss? Oh, well, you missed a lot of fun little shout-outs from people who have submitted clips to throw into the stream.
Matthew's been here. He's talking about in between streams.
You missed nothing. Sorry, I don't know who's been here. They let the creepy-ass puppets in, but not the animation. Why, YouTube? Why? Asks the adorable nurse. I don't know. I don't know.
They're both public domain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm refilling. Nothing's grosser than taking a big old draw of ashes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. Michael Kenner says, nice masks. Raven.
Thank you.
She has a very good taste in masks.
I've become somewhat of an expert over the past little bit. Couple years.
We currently have 31 people in chat. A lot of YouTube suckses.
Agreed. Agreed.
Very hard to argue that point. Are our previous sponsored suggestions still on record? Asked Stage Man.
Yes, I have them.
Very good. Very
I've
good.
been taking screenshots and sending them to myself on Skype.
Excellent.
That's my method. My process.
Thunderpaws says, I guess good night, you guys. Don't want to stick around, Thunderpaws? Well, if you gotta go, then you gotta go. It's nice seeing you. Hello. And
Be
have a
sure to
good
check
night.
out the replay.
Yes.
The
And
two-parter.
The riff of A Christmas Tree in its entirety on Vimeo when it's up.
Yes. Yes. How far into it did we get?
Oh, like 5 minutes?
It was only like 8 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
So unnecessary. So dumb.
Quite. Paleo Duke is a big fan of my content. Thank you. Thank you so much. Did Disney buy the rights to that cartoon recently? I'm sure they bought it in a block of other stuff. They own half the planet.
It didn't say who had issued the copyright strike. It just said copyright content had been detected.
Yeah. Grace is currently watching with her cats Bagheera and JJ. Hello, cats. Scritchies.
Yes, Luna's riveted.
Don't jinx her. Someone said my name. Meow!
Okay. So how many was in chat now?
We're up to 33.
I say let's go ahead and get back to it.
Fair enough.
Bye, guys.
Yes,
Bye, Michael. Michael, did you make a voice suggestion?
And Cartoon Cat has got his Charlie sleeping hat. Oh. Squitchies for Charlie.
Oh, hi, Charlie.
I love hanging with you guys no matter what, sis.
First thing popped in my head.
What? What is it?
Goodbye, Charlie.
Goodbye? What are you talking about? They took my freaking kidney!
Shun an unbeliever.
Shun.
Hi, children made me watch that. I don't know why.
They didn't make you watch it.
Yes, they did.
They simply presented it to you, and you watched the whole thing of your own volition.
Cartoon says, my little black bean says hi. Do you have a black cat named Bean? That sounds so cute.
Eat a bean. Anyway, what are we starting with?
What were we doing? We were doing the riff.
Yes.
Okay, so next will be a sponsored post. As soon as I find where in the world we are.
Where in the world is Bobsheaux and Raven?
Oh, it was a sponsored post from ATM to say, I just gotta say you guys tweet a lot. And when it comes to you guys in Twitter, quote tween, don't stop, you don't stop, you don't stop, you. I am not familiar with that Queen song, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, thank you. And then ATM says, gotta go now, thanks for everything as always.
And
but
as
then he
always,
came
thank
back.
you for joining
So
us.
goodbye, welcome back? I don't know, he's back in the chat now.
Oh, okay. Fine, I'll take my goodbye back. Screw you, hippie.
Okay, so, Sage Man coming in with a little winky winky spoiler. Sage Man says, sponsor post by the way. It says that the most interesting man in the world could speak French in Russian. Show us what that sounds like, and then there's another one. The most interesting man in the world could speak French in Russian.
What? I don't often do voices, but when I do, it is the most interesting voice in the world. Let's see. French. I can't even think of anything. Sorry. What's next?
Oh, okay.
Can't even attempt it. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. Speak French with a Russian accent. You know one sentence in French. But with a Russian accent. Come on, you can do it.
Right. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
That was good.
That was terrible.
That was terrible. I love you. Okay, also, could I trouble you for a sneak peek at King Dworin? Have you come up with the voice you're going to do? Bobsheaux is going to be appearing in one of the upcoming TAPAS and stuff. I think it's TAPAS and stuff studios.
I think so, yeah.
TAPAS, which will be linked in the video info. Mm-hmm. And he's going to be in one of their upcoming projects as King Dworin.
Making a little appearance.
We talked a little bit about it.
Played around with some ideas.
You remember?
Yes, but I don't know if I can do it again.
It was like...
I know what I was doing.
Right.
But... Alright.
Give it a try.
This is probably going to be horrible. Quiet. Very quiet. The noisy little Cratchits were all still as statues in one corner, and sat looking at Peter, who had a book before him. The mothers and daughters were engaged in sewing, but surely they were very quiet. And he took a child and set him in the midst of them. Where had Scrooge heard those words? Had he not dreamed them, the boy must have read out, and he and the spirit crossed the threshold. Why did he not go on?
That was good.
Needs work.
He was going for... Yeah, it's gonna do needs work, but you're going for kind of a Sean Connery, but with a heavy dose of Billy Connolly.
Sean Connolly, yes.
Sean Connolly, yes. So that'll be more polished, but definitely check out TAPAS.
Or Billy Connery, I don't know.
No, I like Sean Connolly. That says it all.
What do we have
but
next?
yeah, check out TAPAS. They've got their Better Yet is out now. It's their first production.
An audio drama.
Yeah, it's an audio drama. And then they've also got some upcoming projects, which you might or might not hear about sometime in the stream. In sort of like maybe a shout out or something. I don't know. Okay. Thank you, Sage.
Indeed.
We love Sage. Sage's awesome. Very talented. Okay, so the next one is a voices from the chat. Evil Elmo.
God, it's been too long. I forget how to do them.
The mother laid her work upon the table and put her hand up to her face. The color hurts my eye, she said. The color? Ah, poor Tiny Tim.
Sorry, Matthew, he can't do Oopsie as Regina Mills because he hasn't seen Once Upon a Time. So try Oopsie as the evil queen from Snow White.
Oh, God.
Where's your plushie?
I
Where's your designated Oopsie?
threw her in the trash.
No! Shame.
No, I didn't. Do you know what I did? I just forgot about her.
No.
Because she's not real.
She is real. You shush. It's real.
Or do we do the next clip here?
No, first do that one.
They're better now again, said Cratchit's wife. It makes them oopsie by candlelight, and I wouldn't show weak eyes to your oopsie when he comes home for the world. It must be near his oopsie. Past it, rather, Peter answered, shutting up his book. But I think he has walked a little slower than he used these past few oopsies, Mother.
The timing on this could not have been planned this well.
Oh, of course not. What is it?
Our next clip comes from our very own member of the Bobsheaux family, Sage Moon.
Perfect, indeed.
Merry Christmas in July, fellow Bobsheaux viewers. Sage Man here, and I run Tapas and Stuff Productions. We've just entered what I like to call Tapas Phase 2, which means, for starters, we have this much prettier logo. After a couple of years of zombie-like going through the motions of my podcast and very occasionally playing some video games, Season 2 of the podcast is upcoming, and we're hoping to inject some much-needed passion and team spirit back into it. Been a long time. By the time you see this, our first story will have been unveiled to kick off Phase 2 of our existence as internet creative types. Better yet, an audio drama about a young man trying to pull his life back together after a failed suicide attempt and learning some much-needed life lessons about how you should treat other people, even when you're having a hard time. Go take a look at it. There's more to come. This new banner that tops all our pages now depicts characters from 9 of the original stories we hope to create. Some are in progress, others, who knows? We have Better Yet, check, 1 original story down, all told. And here's the others, roughly in the order in which we intend to really push them out. Here they all are. I sure hope the quality of this video is pretty good. You can go back to pause it and read all these. Maybe some of these are stories you'd like to see. I hope so. Let me know. And no, to answer your question, no, I don't usually edit my own videos. Not the ones I intend to actually be impressive anyway. I have people for that, but I had to do this Bobsheaux thing quickly. You know how it goes. Also, I have a very old dog and very new kitties, and you might see them on the channel sometimes, probably very soon. Follow us at all these locations to keep up with our progress, or just keep following Bobsheaux and Raven. They've been good to me. They'll tell you when I do stuff.
Yes, lots of stuff to look forward to in the future there. And because I have a one-track mind, I have to say those little kittens adorable. You're muted.
I repeat, they're so cute, little gingers.
Yes. All right, what do we got
Thank
next?
you, Sage. Merry Christmas in July.
Indeed. Thank you very much, sir. Go check out his stuff.
And the next is a sponsored post from Herky McJerky.
Herky McJerky, Turkey Turkey.
Who's that? Did you ever legitimately play their graphic for them?
I don't remember it ever being called for.
Not even after her shout out?
All right, here we go. Because there is the constant running gag coming from Herky's corner of things, i.e., constantly smacking me with a broom whenever things go wrong.
Commence beating.
Thank you so much for that. That
That's
is
mean.
perfect. I'm going to use it.
I'll bet.
Herky McJerky would like Barkbosa,
Ugh.
ending with, "You better start believing in ghost stories, Scrooge. You're in one."
Of course, of course. They were very quiet again. At last he said, and in a steady, cheerful voice that only faltered once, I have known him walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder, very fast indeed. And so have I, cried Peter, often. And so have I, exclaimed another. So had all. They've missed time believing in ghost stories, Mr. Scrooge. You're in one. Yar!
Very good, very good.
You. Next.
Nobody's, he doesn't do any kind of Donald Duck, but I haven't seen you in a while, and I haven't taken any of your suggestions tonight, so throw out another one, and we'll see if you can do that one.
Indeed.
Next
Sorry
is
about that.
a voice from the chat. Voices from the chat from Trixie Murray.
Trixie Murray. What you got?
Jeff Goldblum as Snow White.
Okay, Disney. Make that happen, please. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Really?
But, he was very light to carry, she resumed, intent upon her work, and his father, loved him so, and so that it was, no trouble, and, there is your father at the door, yes, there it is, and someday my prince will come.
Home Cruise did the same thing. Someday, my prince will come.
Of course.
Wow. Next is a sponsored post.
Knowing Jeff Goldblum is so easy to predict. Wow.
That's not Jeff Goldblum, that's Christopher Walken.
No, in an equally predictable impression. That's the
Oh.
joke.
Oh, I'm about to sneeze.
Buzz.
Then it didn't.
What?
I was about to sneeze, but then it didn't.
Oh, that's annoying. I'm sorry.
Next is also from Herky McJerky.
What you got?
Come on, graphic.
Fine.
Commence beating.
It's like seeing him get whacked.
You're mean.
I know. And we're beginning all these jokers.
Oh, wow.
All these jokers, but not just the jokers. Cesar Romero Joker as a Jimmy Kimmel type talk show host. That's the first one.
Okay. She hurried out to meet him, and little Bob in his comforter, and he had need of it, poor fellow, came in. His tea was ready for him on the hob, and they had all tried who should help him to it the most. Then the two young Cratchits got upon his knees and laid each child a little cheek against his face, as if they said, "Don't mind it, father, don't be grieved." Sorry, I don't really know how you do Cesar Romero's Joker as a talk show. There you go.
Hang on.
I'll tell you what you get, Batman! You get what you flippin' deserve! Can't curse. But I think the president should. We've had
Next
the A-bomb,
one.
we got the H-bomb, now it's time to drop the F-bomb.
Mark Hamill Joker as Santa Claus.
Oh my god. Why didn't that happen on his Christmas special? Bob was very cheerful with them, and spoke pleasantly to all the family. He looked at the work upon the table, and praised the industry and speed of Mrs. Cratchit and the girls. They would soon be done long before Sunday, he said. Sorry. Santa's feeling a little crazy today. Next.
Next is... Oh, we're still in Herky McJerky's one. Heath Ledger Joker as a Disney princess. I think you've done that before.
Probably.
Sunday? You went out today then, Robert? His wife said. Yes, my dear, returned Bob. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you so good to see how green the place is. But you'll see it often. I promised him that I would walk there on Sunday. My little child, cried Bob. My little child. You want to know how I got these scars? That's been carved off my heart because he's a jerk.
Next.
I had to write something down.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
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 Uh-oh.
Next is Nicholson Joker as a pushy salesman.
Again, you're giving me situations I don't know how to read. All I can do is just give you Nicholson's Joker here. He broke down all at once. He couldn't help it. If he could have helped it, he and his child would have been farther apart perhaps than they were. He left the room and went upstairs into the room above, which was lighted cheerfully and hung with Christmas. There was a chair set close beside the child, and there were signs of someone having been there lately. Poor Bob sat down in it, and when he had thought a little and composed himself, he kissed the little face. He was reconciled to what had happened, and he went down again, quite happy. Next.
Next is, finally, Jerome as an elf. Jerome Joker as an elf.
Oh, he would have loved that.
Oh, yes.
He's just Santa's happy little elf and helping deliver presents all over Gotham. Whoop, there goes one now. They drew about the fire and talked. The girls and mother working still. Bob told them of the extraordinary kindness of Mr. Scrooge's nephew, whom he had scarcely seen but once, and who, meeting him in the street that day, and seeing that he looked at him a little, just a little down, you know, said Bob, inquired what had happened to distress him. On which, said Bob, for he is the pleasantest spoken gentleman you ever heard, I told him. I am heartily sorry for it, Mr. Cratchit, he said, and heartily sorry for your good wife. By the by, how he ever knew that, I don't know. Merry Christmas. Next.
Just real quick, for those of us maybe joining us for the first time, this is a regular story time with Bobsheaux. It doesn't have any riffs, it doesn't have any shout-out clips or anything like that. It's just he reads a story in funny voices that are suggested.
That are chosen by you.
Right. You guys suggested. You can do a sponsored post and guarantee that your voice will be done if he knows it. Or you can suggest in the chat, and I try to get as many of those as I can.
And Raven does like to collect a good cross-section of comments in here, so it's not like it's being monopolized by only a handful of people.
Right.
But what do we got next?
This sneeze is trying to sneak up on me. Just do it!
Now, right
Sneeze!
here?
Family approved! Okay, so the next one, let me check something. I don't see it, Grace. I don't see it. Resend it, please.
Uh-oh.
You have to re-sponsor the post. I saw that you had sponsored it, but I've somehow missed it. Could be a bubble or two. Okay, so the next one is Voices from the Chat. And it is Tarkin from Star Wars.
Nice.
Suggested by Inaccio's Third Studio. I don't know who this is. I'm not a Star Wars fan, so...
They drew about the fire and talked. The girls and mother looking still, and I just read this because I have no idea what I'm doing. Bobsheaux, you may read when ready. You what, my dear? Why, that you are a good wife, replied Bob. Everyone knows that, said Peter. Very well observed, my boy, cried Bob. I hope they do. Heartily sorry, he said, for your good wife. If I can be of service to you in any way, he said, giving me his card, that's where I live. Pray come to me. Now it wasn't, cried Bob, for the sake of anything he might be able to do for us, so much as for his kind way that this was quite delightful. It really seemed as if he had known our Tiny Tim and felt with us. Next.
Very good. Now I have it. Now I have it, Grace. I have it. Okay. What did you just do? Tarkin is from Star Wars. Okay.
Yes.
So next is a sponsor pose. Woo.
And look at this. For tonight's production of A Christmas Carol, the part of Tiny Tim will be played by Heather Graham. What do we got next?
I don't know. What is BFB?
What?
What is BFB?
BFB? It's not leaping out at me.
Just a minute. It's a cartoon. Back from beginning. Okay. I didn't know what that was, and someone sponsored a post, and I wasn't sure if we were able to accommodate that post because I didn't want to say anything dirty or whatever on the stream, but I didn't know what it was. Yes, I check. I'm not gonna mess up.
Sorry,
Okay.
I don't know what BFB is.
It is a Back to Beginning. It's a cartoon, the animated series or whatever. Okay, and this sponsored post does not have a voice suggestion. It is from Super Woody Plush.
Oh my.
Hi! Yeah, that's what I... BF... Just listen to the thing, and now you know, because I don't know it, but it's fine. It's perfectly innocent. It sounded dirty, but it's not. Hi, I'm Super Woody Plush, and I do BFB-related plush videos.
Very
So...
good.
If you are interested in BFB, check out Super Woody Plush.
Why not? And apparently it's safe for work.
Yes, I don't think it's dirty. The next is a sponsored post from ATM. I'm back.
Hey, ATM, how you doing?
Peru's new president is named Pedro Castillo. He is from Peru's Workers' Party. Congratulations,
Okay.
Peru, again. The voice is Awesome Epic Luna.
Awesome Epic Luna.
Epic. Make it epic.
Oh, God.
Are you epic? So stupid.
I am sure he's a good soul, said Mrs. Cratchit. Would you be sure of it, my dear, returned Bob. If you saw and spoke to him, I shouldn't be at all surprised. Mark what I say. If he got Peter a better situation. Only hear that, Peter, said Mrs. Cratchit. I will hear that. And then I'll climb on my mama's head, and I'll give her nuzzles, and I'll try to push this stuff off her head, and put my face, and put my butt in her face, because I'm Luna.
Luna, if she did movie ads.
If she was the Honest Trailers guy.
Yes. The next is
Bibs.
the next is a suggestion from Voices from the Chat from Paleo Dude.
Let's Paleo Dude get first.
British Optimus Prime.
You take someone as unabashedly American as John Wayne.
As John Wayne and make him British.
Care for a spot of tea, Pilgrim. God save the Queen.
Now I'm thinking about the song that you played at the end of Cars 2.
Ah,
Not
right.
Cars, yeah. Was it Cars 2?
Yes, it was Cars 2. They played that in the credits of the movie.
That was such a cool song, but now
Right?
it's got me thinking of that.
And
Watch the review, Cars 2, watch the whole ending bit. Worth watching. The review is pretty much over, but oh my god, bring tissues. If you have a soul, it will make you cry. It still makes me cry to this day. Watching him with the way he did his inspirations. And just, oh. Alright, carry on.
Haha, I made you cry.
You made me cry. You make me cry all the time.
You're welcome, Internet! British Optimus Prime. This is gonna be weird.
British Optimus Prime.
Get along with you, retorted Peter, grinning. It's just as likely as not, said Bob. One of these days, though there's plenty of time for that, my dear. But however, and whenever we part from each other, I am sure we shall none of us forget poor Tiny Tim, shall we? Or this first parting that there was among us. Never, father, they all cried. Till all are one, what?
Home Crew says Optimus Primal will be voiced by Ron Perlman in the Beast Wars movie. Is there a Beast Wars movie coming out? I love me some Ron Perlman.
This is gonna be horrible. I don't know if they have an exact title pinned down yet, but they have the working title of Transformers 7. No! This is supposed to be separate from the Bay films. Bumblebee was supposed to be a soft reboot. It wants to be the first movie in its own line. It's not Transformers 6, it's Bumblebee! This is supposed to be a sequel to Bumblebee. Okay, you can't call it Bumblebee Tuna if it's gonna be focusing on the Beast Wars characters, but and Ron Perlman. Maybe. I don't know.
Hey, hold up. Just a minute. You will not speak badly about Ron Perlman.
I'm not speaking badly on Ron Perlman. I'm saying I don't know.
He has the gravitas for an Optimus Prime kind of deal.
Maybe.
Okay, I was introduced to Ron Perlman back in DVD. Now, I don't have any desire to look at him, but I can damn sure listen to him.
That's nice.
He's not a pretty man. He's really not a good-looking dude. But in Beauty and the Beast, I was young.
But it's all about the writing and the presentation. What?
He's very tall. And wide at the shoulders.
So you're sold no matter what.
I'm there. I'm ready to watch him do Optimus Primal, not do Optimus.
Whoa, hey.
Be Optimus Primal.
I'm sorry. What I've heard just sounds not good.
Well, you are wrong.
It's gonna be in the.
Gotta give it a chance, Cruella.
It's gonna be set in the 90s, and it still wants to connect with the other Bay films. And I think there's gonna be a focus on a new cast of human characters, when we're supposed to be wanting to focus on the new robot characters. Guys, come on!
Sound off. Who's your favorite Ron Perlman character?
I don't really care.
I was asking the chat because you're just wrong. What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with me is I'm invested in Transformers movies. That's what's wrong with me.
Okay, have you never seen him in anything else?
I saw him in Hellboy. I saw him in Pacific Rim. And he was good. Didn't leave that lasting of an impression on me, but if he does for you, that's great. And now he's starring as Optimus Primal in a movie that I have very, very bad feelings about. What do you want from me?
No, Sage, I watched Ron Perlman, in, God bless it.
Beauty and the Beast?
The motorcycle, oh my god. I can't think of the name of the show.
Sorry, I don't know.
I watched every single episode of it.
You can't
And
remember
now I can't remember the name of the show.
And you call yourself a
The
fan.
Motorcycle Gang. He was Jax's stepfather. Sons of Anarchy, thank you! Well, you said Songs of Anarchy, but you sparked the memory. It's Sons of Anarchy. Oh my god! He was
There
not
you
wearing
go.
prosthetics, but oh my god! He was so good! Sons of Anarchy, yes. Watched the whole show. Loved it. Loved it. Okay, anyway, where were we? What were we doing?
And if the concept art that I saw is accurate, they're not going to turn into realistic animals, which was completely the point. What are you doing here?
I don't know Beast Wars. I don't know Transformers.
The point of them transforming in Beast Wars was to adapt to their environment, which was doused in lethal radiation. But
Oh my god, yes. Luther Braxton in Blacklist. He was so good.
If you say so. Don't know.
So good.
Never saw it.
I don't. He's an uncultured swine. I don't know why I date him.
Don't you?
Okay. Anyway.
You're welcome.
Next is a sponsored post from ATM. I highly recommend the film Song of the Sea by Cartoon Saloon. Based on Irish mythology. Mythology? Mythology. Irish mythology.
Holy, some Irish guy smoking.
Yes, Irish mythology is... O'Malley smoking a cool. Okay. The voice is Emperor Kuzco from Emperor's New Groove.
Oh boy.
Cusco.
My David
That's
Spade.
not his voice. I like Kronk.
My David Spade is lousy.
If you can't do it, you can do Kronk. I love Kronk.
I'll just go ahead and do Crunk. I'm sorry. And I know, said Bob, I know, my dears, that when we recollect how patient and how mild he was, although he was a little child, we shall not quarrel easily among ourselves, and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it. Squeak, squeakums. And Tiny Tim was his squirrel friend.
Do you know the Cusco's poison, the poison for Cusco? You know that bit?
I do not.
What's wrong with you? It's all over TikTok, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Nope, not doing that. What is it? Okay. Next is a voice from the chat. Voices from the chat. Woo! From none other than member of the Bobsheaux family, Sean Bateman.
Oh, God.
And in a complete deviation from his usual, but still worthy of band camp, I think, Ahmed the Dead Terrorist getting frisky. No, that's the wrong graphic.
That's the right graphic.
The wrong graphic. Don't do it.
No, never, father, they all cried again. I am very happy, said little Bob. Very happy. Mrs. Cratchit kissed him like his goat. His daughters kissed him, also like his goat. The two young Cratchits kissed him. Wow, a lot of goat kisses going around here. And Peter took him. And Peter and himself shook hands. Spirit of Tiny Tim, thy childish essence was from God. Like the goat.
Ew. I can see his eyebrows.
That's completely the point there.
And our final shout out of the evening. Not the final thing, there's one more surprise. Yes. But the final shout out of the evening from, I cannot pronounce his name, the Somewhere Man, Ben.
Molulon.
You're saying it too fast.
Molulon.
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 See, when you slow it down, you just... I can't understand what you're saying. Molulon.
Sounds French to me. I don't know.
Molulon.
Ben Molulon, the Somewhere Man.
Enjoy.
Merry Christmas in July, everybody. It's that time of year once again. A time to remember that joy, generosity, and a spirit of goodwill aren't just restricted to December. So, grab a friend, grab a cup of hot Jones, and enjoy the Christmas in July stream holiday spectacular. I'd also like to give a little shout out to YouTuber Rob the Wonderful. He's been trying to put together an animated pilot for his original cartoon idea, and he's looking for artists and animators to help with production. He's paying too, so if you're interested, or know anyone who might be interested, you can find him on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at Rob the Wonderful.
Ben is a very, very talented artist. I love it. And yes, we do want to check out some of those other projects, don't we?
Yes.
Oh,
So many talented people.
Really?
In the Bobsheaux family.
Really?
Like a whole network.
And all coming from me saying these other artists, hey, you're not good enough. Not sure how that works, but I love it.
The more connections, the bigger the network, the better. Everybody supports everybody, except these damn crappy movie makers.
Exactly.
We don't support them. No, I'm
No.
just kidding.
Boo.
Do better, everybody. Okay.
Alright, so what do we got next?
What did we just do before the clip?
We just did Ahmed, the dead terrorist, getting frisky with his
the
goat.
frisky terrorist. Got it. Sean. Okay, so
Wait a minute,
next
if
is
I'm
a
dead-
sponsor post.
Then that means I get my 72 virgins!
Sponsor post. Sponsor post.
Roger pose. It just exploded. I kill you!
And it's from ATM.
ATM's just kicking them all out here. What do we got?
Bob's most diabolical sounding voice.
Oh, I think you gotta tell us that one, sweetheart. Because I could do a few.
Which one is the most diabolical? I don't remember. I've blocked them out.
I do. He hasn't been around for a while.
You're not breaking any promises, are you?
I'm not.
Okay, as long as you're not breaking any promises that you made.
I'm not breaking any promises, and I wouldn't be if I was given permission.
I do not give you permission to break that promise. Go ahead. Your most diabolical voice. And ask yourself, do you feel lucky?
I do feel lucky. And here's another one that we haven't done in a while, but which is more safe. Spectre! Said Scrooge. Something informs me that our parting moment is at hand! I know it, but I know not how. Tell me what man who that was who we saw lying dead. Ha!
I'm traumatized. And what do you mean you haven't done him? But you did him just the other day while we were working together.
Traumatized is their secret word! Ah! Not on a stream, that's different.
It's not different, it's just as bad. Oh.
Paging
Okay.
Mr. Herman.
Next is the voice from the chat. I forgot to write down who suggested this.
Oh, Bad Raven.
Rocket Raccoon as Captain Jack Sparrow. You know Rocket Raccoon?
So far,
Isn't that the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy?
yes, and I've only seen those movies once each.
He doesn't watch good things.
I
You don't ever get to see anything good.
I watch awesome things like Pee-wee. And
Alright, then do Captain Jack.
And you'll have to excuse me for being that guy, but I do still have a bad taste in my mouth for what happened to the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
You've got to let it go.
No!
Yes!
It was a better ride!
I wouldn't have got on that one either.
It was creepy. It was atmospheric. It was
You're
classic
creepy and
and timeless.
Do the voice! I said, you're creepy and atmospheric. Do the voice!
This is going to be terrible. The ghosts of Christmas yet to come conveyed him as before, though at a different time, he thought. Indeed, there seemed to be no order in these later visions, save that they were in the future, into the resorts of businessmen, but showed him not himself. Indeed, the spirits did not stay for anything, but went straight on, as to the end just now desired until besought by Scrooge to tarry for a moment. You see, Rocket Raccoon doesn't do voices, I don't know. It's weird. And you're muted.
Why am I muted?
I don't know.
I don't know either!
Because bubbled.
Okay. Shy Cartoon Girl has joined us.
Hello?
And she's doing a sponsored post. It says, did you sponsor post thing? Do the sponsor post thing. Do the Wally one.
I was gonna wait until you're done talking, but okay.
Wow. Thank you.
Just gotta see Wally.
I love Wally. She says, I am alive!
Hooray for being alive! Woo!
The spirit of Julimus has granted me to not die from work. Raven, if you have not done my voice suggestion from the post, which we did, but we're going to do it again, in live and in person, just for you, girl. Furby Show!
Yeah. I had forgotten that's what she requested before.
I hadn't.
Hit you.
This court, said Scrooge, through which we hurry now is where my place of occupation is, and has been for length of time. I see the house, let me behold what I shall be in days to come.
I love Furby.
I'm gonna have to review the Furby movie at some point.
Yes, we are. It is on the list.
Ugh.
Killer Katie says, heading out, if I'm not back before the stream ends, Merry Julimus, one and all.
Merry Julimus.
I love you, my Bandcamp friends. Be safe and don't open any bundles.
But bundles are so fun to open. What?
You did not say bundle.
Especially with
You
pipes
did
going
not
into
say
oopsies.
Everybody knows you did not say bundle.
I said bundle, but I was drunk.
He even said that was very clearly not bundle that you said.
I said bundle.
We have the video. We are going to watch it tomorrow. We're going to get to that place and you're going to hear yourself not say bundle.
I'm sure it's going to sound very similar to butthole, but that's not what I said.
Oh my god. The theme of the stream. Open your butthole.
Open your buttholes with your pipe and your oopsie.
Pipe oopsie. Stick the pipe in the oopsie. Oh my god. No wonder we got struck down by YouTube. Okay, next is a sponsor post from ATM. I hope I've been a good buddy to you two. You have. You are
Very
awesome.
much so. Thank you.
Thank you. And DJ. Yes. DJ too. Thank you.
And
I
DJ
didn't
too?
realize that you'd included him. Or would have read this much earlier. The voice is Jack Skellington romancing Raven.
The spirit stopped. The hand was pointed elsewhere. The house is yonder, Scrooge exclaimed. Why do you point away? The inexorable finger underwent no change. Scrooge hastened to the window of his office and looked in. It was an office still, but not his. The furniture was not the same, and the figure in the chair was not himself. The phantom pointed, as before.
I'm so romanced. Thank you.
You, here, be my Sally.
Bye, Paleo Duke. Oh, it was Paleo Duke. I wrote down Paleo Dude. I'm sorry. Paleo Duke. Thank
Paleo
you very
Duke,
much
thank you
for
for coming
joining us.
in.
Have a good night.
And Mary
No,
Julimus.
Paleo Dude's pretty good.
Paleo Dude!
He is from California. You gotta forgive it.
Hey.
Oh, well. Okay, so the next
Nah.
And I forgot to write down who this one was for, too, and it was a really good one.
Bad reading.
The next voice suggestion is voices from the chat. It is a tough Winnie the Pooh. Now, I already have the impression in my head of what I think he's going to sound like, and it's pretty cool. Let's see what your impression is.
Oh, this isn't going to be cool at all.
That's why I wrote it down. I was thinking, yeah, I can hear it. I can...
Okay, first, I'll show you mine, then you show me yours.
No, I cannot do... I don't do voices. I barely do my own voice.
He joined it once again, and wondering why and whither he had gone, accompanied it until he had reached an iron gate. He took too long around before entering. A churchyard. Here, then, the wretched man whose name he had now to learn, lay underneath the ground. It was a worthy place, walled in by houses, overrun by grass and weeds. The growth of vegetation's death, not life. Choked up with too much burying, fat with repleted appetite. A worthy place. Oh, bother.
Not how I pictured it.
Nope. Okay, what did you imagine? If you can't do the voice, it did sound something... Is there something similar?
I can tell you this much. I was trying to write down Emperor Skexo, and I wrote down Emperor Sexo.
Oh my goodness.
Too many bubbles.
Something you want to tell us, Raven?
No, I would never say that. Ugh.
Emperor Skexo.
Anyway, no. What I was writing down, it was a suggestion from the chat. I pictured...
Oh, the suggestion. Okay, sorry.
Winnie the Pooh, his just the whole Winnie the Pooh only voice,
Just Winnie the
but
Pooh.
but just kind of like it's tough and like a I don't know the name of the actor. He's like something. See why I oughta. But in Winnie the Pooh's voice, you know what I'm talking about? Who is that old actor? Very nasal.
It is Edward G. Robinson you're thinking of.
Yes. Winnie the Pooh is Edward G. Robinson. That's what I want you to do.
What?
All right, Rabbit, here's the deal, see? You're gonna have me all your food, see?
Yes!
Wow.
That was what instantly popped in my head when I saw it. But that's why I had to write it down. I was sure that was what you were gonna do.
No, even when he's even when he's anything else but what he is, Pooh can only be what he is.
Christopher Robin, why did you forget about all of us? Now we're going to have to destroy you.
I'm telling you, Christopher Robin was supposed to be a psychological thriller.
You have ruined so much. How could you?
Hello, Christopher Robin. Would you like a balloon? They all float, Christopher Robin. I don't seem to remember much these days.
Seriously, watch that movie again. Christopher Robin is messed up.
It's a nice movie. Don't listen to Bobsheaux. He knows nothing.
What do we have next?
Next is going to be a sponsored post as soon as I finish writing down this really good idea. From Matthew. Okay. Next is a sponsored post. And it is from John Kennedy.
What's he got for us?
Skektek as Santa Claus.
Oh, God! And we thought that the Animal Land Santa was scary. Ugh.
At least it's not the snotty one.
Oh my God.
I brought you for Christmas, kitties. Mucus.
I brought you a digger beetle!
Ah! There's a peeper beetle.
Peeper beetle, that's it. And she squeaked out. I'm sorry, on the topic of the snotty Skeksis, who played her again?
I don't remember.
Was it Aquafina?
Was that Aquafina? Is that what we heard about first time Aquafina?
I think that was Aquafina. Why was it Aquafina?
Anyway, Skektek
As
Santa Claus.
Oh. The
It was indeed Aquafina, you're right.
Sure, make her play Scuttle, why not?
The spirit stood among the graves and pointed down to one. He advanced toward it trembling. The phantom was exactly as it had been, but he dreaded that he saw new meaning in its solemn shape. Before I draw nearer to that stone to which you point, said Scrooge, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of things that will be, or are they shadows of things that may be only? Oh, 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 oh. Laughing hurts.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Again, Mark Hamill, we love you.
We so do.
And
Okay,
I love
the
how I
next-
was able to pick him out immediately.
I'm Skektek and I'm talking.
No, you're not. You're Mark Hamill.
Next is a voice from the chat.
What do we got?
From Satan.
From who?
From Satan.
Could it be Satan?
Satan. Who would like Shaggy as Princess Fiona from Shrek.
Oh, God.
Can you do that?
No.
Okay, Shaggy as a Disney princess, then.
I could do something more nondescript like that, sure. Like, still the ghost pointed downward to the grave by which it stood, man. Men's courses will foreshadow certain ends to which, if preserved in, they must lead, said Scrooge. But then, like, if the courses be departed from, then the ends will change. Say it is thus with what you showed me. Zoinks.
Beautiful.
And I'm imagining the hooded figure of the ghost of Christmas past with this big old Great Danes now poking out through the shadow of his hood. I'm the ghost of Christmas future. Next.
Now I'm trying not to fall. Just a second. Okay. Next is a sponsored post from Grace Sparks.
Uh-oh.
And it is all Transformers Extended Universe. No, it's not. It's actual characters from... Okay, never mind. Prepare to break out your memory of the different voices in the Air Bud Universe movies.
Oh, Lord.
First one she would like is DOG.
I hate you, Pup Academy. I really freaking hate you. The spirit was immovable as ever. Scrooge crept towards it, trembling as he went, and following the finger, read upon the stone of the neglected stone his own name, Ebenezer Scrooge. Am I that man who lay upon the bed? He cried upon his knees. The finger pointed from the grave to him, and back again. No, spirit, oh no, no! The finger was still there. Next.
Next is Grace's sponsored post is Gruff.
Gruff. I don't remember Gruff. Sorry.
Wasn't that the McGonagall dog?
That's right. That was Gruff, pardon me. We just called her Madogonal and it stuck.
The Dogonal, yeah.
Spirit, he cried, tight clutching at its robe. Hear me, I'm not the man I was. Well, no, you're a little girl dog. I will not be the man I must have been but for this intercourse. Whoa! Why show me this if I'm past all hope?
Get your mind out the gutter.
Hey, she said it! For the first time, the hand appeared to shake. Next.
I was answering a question.
Yes.
Okay. Next is Fitz.
Good spirit, he pursued, as down upon the ground he fell before it. Your nature intercedes for me, and pities me. Assure me that I yet may change these shadows you have shown me by an altered life. The kind hand trembled. Next.
Felicia.
Felicia. Right, pardon me. Oh man, this is gonna be hard. But I'm going to need you, Raven, to look at the screen while I'm doing this.
One moment, I'm getting a post. Now I'm looking.
I will honor Christmas and try to keep it through all the year. Meow meow. I will live in the past and the present and the future. The spirits of all three shall live within me, and we have our next code, Brent.
Yes! I don't know what it is. I just crossed my eyes and it does it for her. There was a little stream that flowed into the river, and the river flowed and flowed into a giant lake. Meow. Live chat. Y'all are the worst, says Raven. But hey, she said, y'all. Y apostrophe A-L-L, which is a term of endearment, so she still loves us. All because of Headmistress Derpy Cat's crossed eyes. Yes, exactly. ATM says, I have work tomorrow, so I really gotta go now. Thanks and good night, Bobsheaux and Raven. Thanks and good night. Thank you so much for showing up tonight, and we will see you later, ATM. Merry Christmas in July. The villain should not be cross-eyed, says Raven. Very, very true. And certainly... I'm sorry. I have to assume that as the headmistress, that Derpy Cat would have had to be a teacher in her own right at some point. I'm sorry. How did she ever raise in the ranks of education while having to contend with this? No child is going to respect this. I'm sorry, they're not. I did see, Elisa Wolf, that you sent a super chat. Hi, long time no see. Hello. Hope you guys are doing good. There is a movie I think you should review because I questioned it, but I can't remember the name right now. And here's hoping that you remember the title of that movie, because that does nothing for me. And since you went ahead and sponsored a post there, go ahead and @Raven so you can throw a voice her way so we can get that down. Oh my goodness. Home Crew says, the teaser for the Lucas the Spider TV show premiered. We need to look at that pronto. I'm Band Bobsheaux. Of course I am, Raven. Scar's favorite meat. Salami! Oh, God. I think they were trying to get the cat to look at the camera by making her look at something off screen, says Grace. Yeah, well, you failed. Hard. This is my first stream I'm attending after turning 17, it says Soma from the Cyber Lounge. Happy belated birthday. Charlie the Trout makes another friend, spammed infinite times, says JD Vader Gaming. Yes, all you have to do is say spammed infinite times. Let's not actually do it, okay? Michael Kettner asks, what happened to Raven? Oh dear. Raven is a mother of 2, which means that it's hard for her to hold herself when she has to go to the bathroom. And when we make her laugh so hard that she has to leave to make a mad dash for the facilities, that is what we like to call a Code Brent. Based on my review for the 5th Alpha and Omega movie, Family Vacation.
I have to pee.
If you are unfamiliar with that one, I suggest you go and check it out. I think it's very funny. But yes, that is where Raven went. She had to run to the restroom. I'm sorry, baby. I love you. He said while chuckling his ass off. I'm going to hell. Well, here I am. Queen Sith unit is back from finishing chores. Huzzah! Renegade the Unicorn says, didn't I already do the salami gag? If you did, then I simply didn't see it. Sorry about that. Hey Rob, says Johnny O'Malley, thank you for the stream. My companions and I really enjoy them. So happy to be entertaining you guys. I did hear, Elisa Wolf, that they're making a movie about Clifford, the big red dog. Haven't seen anything about it yet. Also, this is Felicia voices the headcanon for Felicia voicing the Great Mouse Detective, says Grace. Not sure what that means, but okay. Got a sponsored post from Laura B here saying, hi, Ghost of Christmas, Bob and Merry Lady Raven. Thanks for the live stream, and I'm glad that you both are doing well. Much love and hugs for you both. Aw, well, thank you. No voice suggestion here, though. If you want to add Raven with something, then that'd be great. Or if you just want to say hello, then hello. Thank you so much for the Christmas in July wishes. Perhaps, Soma, perhaps. We'll get you into bad camp soon enough, I'm sure. John Kennedy says, Derek Savage posted the Cool Cat coronavirus video on the Cool Cat YouTube channel, and boy is it cringy. Be warned. Oh. Before Terrible Tubes got off the ground and we got distracted by that, Raven and I began to watch coronavirus, and we couldn't get past the first minute. We were laughing so.
First minute was so bad. We knew that we did not have the time it would take to devote to truly watching through the movie. So it's going to be a long review.
Yes, yes. One, generally speaking, when I'm writing my reviews, 1 page worth of script will be about 3 minutes of review. Unless there's a lot of dialogue back and forth between me and Raven or a guest or whatever, then that comes out to regular screenwriting rules, wherein 1 page is generally 1 minute of film. But this 1 minute of the movie that we could not finish in any decent amount of time took an entire page of not even finished script, just notes. Just vague ideas that I will one day have to write into full, complete sentences and segments. A minute gave us countless notes. They say that the devil's in the details, and it is so true. Every detail in this movie compiling into a giant thing of fail. Just this horrible monster of cringe. But we will get there in time. In time, I promise you.
Oh, thank you, Laura. That was very sweet of you to say.
Wasn't it?
You don't know what she said.
Yeah, I do. I went back and read it.
Oh. Like velvet.
And I suggested that she throw a voice at you since she didn't.
What?
And I suggested that she give you a voice for me to read it. Because she hasn't
Oh.
yet.
That was not a sponsored post. I just saw her. I just saw that.
Oh,
In the regular
she...
chat.
I'm
We
sorry.
haven't got to her sponsored post yet.
I'm sorry. Apparently she gave you another comment that was equally sweet that I didn't read.
Yeah. Okay, so the next is a sponsored post. Where are we? What are we doing?
Are we done with
What
Headmistress
town am I in?
Derpycat?
Oh no, we're still there.
And why should I care?
Grace is banned. And you're banned. You know what? Face. That face, I cannot not laugh. Damn eyes.
Here you are saying, oh, you're all 12 years old. Okay. Here's jiggling keys. Make a silly face in a...
How can you take that cat seriously?
She is supposed to be a villain, right?
And that is how I plan to conquer the world.
Why are you laughing?
It's not very intimidating. And she was supposed to be kind of sexy.
I think she was, yeah.
Look into my eyes and say that you love me.
Oh, we got squeaking.
Next is Spark.
I'm sorry, I gotta get this out there. It certainly would have been a very different series of events if this is how it went down. We shall create a master race, and Germany shall conquer the world! No one is cheering!
Why are you laughing?
Fine, I'm going home.
Grace says she's supposed to talk like Catwoman, but you can't talk like Catwoman with that look, with your eyes crossed.
Batman, if I asked you for a kiss, would you think of me as a bad girl?
I am sorry, Catwoman, but you give me no stirrings in my utility belt.
Oh.
And if she hadn't done it already, I'm pretty sure this would be another one.
Okay.
Breathe, baby.
Did you do Spark?
I did not do Spark.
Do Spark.
Okay. But one more thing real quick. Don't forget to breathe.
Up. My face hurts. You just okay. Nurse is gone.
Why is
Kid,
there
run to the restroom.
I'm sending people to the restroom. I'm making them spit up all over their computer screens. I love it. I'm good.
I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. Oh, tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone. Because this is Spark, apparently. In his agony, he caught the spectral hand. It sought to free itself, but it was strong in his entreaty, and detained it. The spirit, stronger yet, repulsed him. Holding up his hands in a last prayer to have his fate reversed, he saw an alteration in the phantom's hood and dress. It shrunk, collapsed, and dwindled down into a bedpost.
And that leads us into the final stave, stave 5, the end of it. How many sponsored posts do we have left? Since we've been streaming for almost 6 hours now.
We're still in the middle of Grace's.
Still in the middle of races, okay.
And then we have, looks like 2.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to do my thing.
Very good. Final little surprise. Okay, we are continuing with Grace after what came after Spark?
Whiz.
Whiz. Ugh. Yeah, I got a whiz for you.
Yes, and the bedpost was his own. The bed was his own. The room was his own.
Hi guys, we're back. We promised we would be, said Rizzo and Gonzo. I never heard those lines in any other iteration of A Christmas Carol, so I'm seeing it here, I'm reading it here. Boom, I'm up at Christmas Carol.
Best and happiest of all, the time before him was his own, to make amends in. I will live in the past, the present, and the future, Scrooge repeated, as he scrambled out of bed. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven and the Christmas time be praised for this. I say it on my knees, old Jacob, on my knees. Ah! Sheep! I'm terrified!
Was that for me, or did someone say something?
No, it's you!
I love you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Why are you torturing me then?
These are just the voices. These are just the voices that the fans have picked out for me. They are what they are. Do not blame me.
I blame Grace. But you don't have to do them this good.
Yes, I do.
No.
That's how it works.
He was so fluttered and so glowing with his good intentions that his broken voice could scarcely answer to his call. He had been sobbing violently in his conflict with the spirit, and his face was wet with tears.
Zipper?
I'm sorry, what was that? I tied her to a tree. Zipper.
I don't know who Zipper was.
The little Jewish cat.
Oh, that's right.
They're not torn down, cried Scrooge, folding one of his bed curtains in his arms. They are not torn down, rings and all. They are here. I am here. The shadows of the things that would have been may be dispelled. They will be. I know they will. His hands were busy with his garments all this time, turning them inside out, putting them on upside down, tearing them, mislaying them, making them parties to every kind of extravagance.
And then Scrooge licked himself clean. Next. You're muted. There we are.
Yes, I know. I was typing something.
Sorry.
Pom Pom!
Oh, God.
The cutest little cheerleader. Go Pom Pom.
Not quite. It's not, this. It's... Which, again, fine, is expressive. You're doing something. Good for you, dog.
She's adorable.
Until you start cheering. Then she gets homicidal.
Hey, I do the cheers around here.
Papa will fuck you up.
I, D, don't know what to D, do, cried S.S. Scrooge, laughing and crying in the same breath, and making a perfect L.L. Lacoon of himself with his S.S. stockings. I'm as light as an F.F. feather. I'm as happy as an A.A. angel, and I'm as merry as an S.S. schoolboy. I'm as giddy as a D drunken man. A merry C.C. Christmas to everybody. A happy N New Year to all the world. Hello there. Whoop, hello.
I'm not gonna be able to do my thing if you keep me laughing like this. You have a voice.
Hey, baby,
And,
look.
what?
Baby, look. C.C. cross-eyed. Keep breathing. We'll get through this.
Yes, Shy, do that. Be perfect.
Do what?
Never mind. It's not for you to know.
Okay.
Mind your business.
Mind of a business. Mind of a business.
Next is Dude.
Dude,
He had first into the sitting room and was now standing there, perfectly winded. There's the saucepan the gruel was in, cried Scrooge, starting off again and going round the fireplace. There's the door by which the ghost of Jacob Marley entered. There's the corner where the ghost of Christmas present sat. There's the window where I saw the wandering spirits. It's all right. It's all true. It all happened. Ha ha ha!
I'm also good at cuddles.
B-Dog.
I'm sorry. What did you say earlier about Al Jolson? Oh yeah, that was racist. Mammy! Now I'm gonna do something from this day and age, which is totally not racist at all. No.
Really, for a man who had been out of practice for so many years, it was a splendid laugh, a most illustrious laugh, dog! The father of a long, long line of brilliant laughs. Faux shizzle.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Still working it out.
What's next?
Butterball.
Ugh.
I don't know what day of the month it is, said Scrooge. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. I don't know anything. I'm quite a baby. Never mind, I don't care. I'd rather be a baby. Hello, whoop, hello there.
What the hell? Next.
Sorry. Next is Puppy Paws. Don't forget to toot. What?
Right. Butterball's secret weapon. A demon-destroying fart.
Oh, no.
Yes.
This is horrible. And not funny.
This creature of pure evil, wrenched from the depths of hell itself, defeated by a fart. You should be ashamed of yourselves, Disney. Anyway. Puppy Paws, was that it?
Yes.
Ugh.
He was checked in his transports by the churches, ringing out of the lustiest peals he had ever heard. Clang, clang, hammer, ding, dong, bell. Bell, dong, ding, hammer. Clang, clash. Oh, glorious, glorious. I am so tired of Christmas, I just wish it would go away.
That is a very cute puppy paws.
Ugh.
Next is Monkey. Grace.
Yes, make it better, horny unicorn.
What's today? Cried Scrooge, calling downward to a boy in Sunday clothes, who perhaps had loitered in to look about him. Eh? Returned the boy, with all his might of wonder. What's today, my fine fellow? Said Scrooge. Today, replied the boy. Why, it's Space Christmas Day. Did you get it? 'Cause I'm from space.
Brandon.
Tell me you get it!
Brandon says, just how much does Rob have against dogs at this point with all the terrible dog media he's had to sit through? With Raven, of course.
Well, see, that is the wonderful thing about dogs. They can star in the most horrible movies out there, but it's not enough for me to hate them. Oh, I will hate the individual dog.
But he lives with two. His roommates have 2 dogs.
Little Yorkies.
They're not Yorkies. They're Cairn Terriers.
Whatever. They're what terriers?
Cairn.
Wow. And they scream at everything. Very apropos.
It's not Karen with a K. It's Cairne.
Oh, whatever. It still fits.
And they never shut up. Oh my god, there's a leaf blowing outside the window. Panic!
The...
Next in Grace's sponsored post is
Moving on.
PUP.
Lay it on me, horny unicorn. Make it better.
Oh, I'm gonna make you move the graphic. You're getting gross.
Oh, what? That is completely the point.
Oh, it must not be Cairn Terrier then. Must not be Cairn Terrier. There's the little white terriers. Little white with silky hair terriers. Cairn Terriers are like Toto.
These are kind of like Toto, except brown instead of black.
No.
No? PUP, was it?
Yes, but I believe it is appropriate. Play Raven, Herky McJerky's graphic. You deserve it.
Oh, wrong one, sorry.
Wrong!
That was a legitimate goof on my part.
No, it wasn't.
It
You
was
did it
too.
on purpose.
No!
Broom.
I meant to push this one.
Broom.
Ow.
Yes.
That was an honest to God mistake.
Next is Brody.
Wait a minute, I didn't do PUP.
Pupy.
Your name is Poopy.
Say poopy, but make it fancy.
No, he's got to make it street. Bitch, how did you ever survive with that name? I don't know what your name was before, but you decided to, at some point in middle school or high school, you decided to call yourself PUP. And nobody called you Poopy after that? Really? I'm sorry, you cannot convince me that that never happened. Anyway, Poopy. Yes!
I have to pee.
There was a little stream that fed into the river, and the river flowed and flowed into a giant lake. Yeah. She just came back. I love you, Raven. I'm sorry. Booby did it. This is Grace. And Bobsheaux, yes, this is me going into band camp. And Raven has cotton mouth, so yes, of course she's drinking a lot of water. And Scar's favorite vacation spot is Hawaii! Let's see. Star Wars, The Bad Batch has a character named Omega, and revealed that Boba Fett is the Alpha. We have Alpha and Omega in Star Wars. Oh dear. Nicholas Lee, if I know any Iron Maiden songs, then I don't know them by name, and I may only know the chorus through cultural osmosis. That is it. Fingers crossed, Colin. Joshua Sullivan asks, do I like fishing? I fished only once, and it was when I was too young to appreciate it. So my current answer is no. But I'm also aware of how uninformed my opinion is. I should probably try it again sometime, shouldn't I? Grace says I should update her horny unicorn graphic with her recent drawing of her licking the calculator. No, that's the entire joke right there. Unless I want to make a very elaborate animation with the tongue licking the calculator. Don't give me any ideas! The adorable nurse is asking if I've watched any Guillermo del Toro movies. I think he did Pacific Rim, didn't he? And Crimson Peak. If those are his, then I enjoyed those very much. I'm sad that he is apparently dropping out of doing his Haunted Mansion project. The mansion with his visuals backing it up. Wow. That would have been amazing. He'll update it, says Raven to Grace. Ugh. But her wearing the Santa hat and mistletoe is kind of outdated when it's not Christmas. It came from a Christmas review, so I don't know how inappropriate that would be. Seems like if we're familiar with our Bobsheaux lore, then the Santa hat should be appropriate. I don't know. And come on, you want to tell me that horny unicorn doesn't walk around with a piece of mistletoe strapped to her horn at all times? Doubt it.
No, you're going to update it.
Come
Wanna
on,
fight?
it's still got to be Christmassy.
You want to fight?
I'm not gonna fight.
Then you'll update it.
It's still got to be Christmassy.
No.
Still got to have the head mistletoe. Because you know
Maybe.
she's gonna exploit that.
What was the last one you did? Or Pupy?
Is poopy. Yes.
Give myself a cool nickname like Pupy.
Poopy? Are you,
I'm sure
you
no one's
seriously
gonna
calling
make
yourself
fun of that.
Poopy?
Shut up! My stomach hurts.
You're welcome.
I hate you.
Oh, you're all such children. Hey, baby. Poopy!
I hate you so hard. Dude, Brody!
Yes, Brody, one of the many interchangeable child characters who have no personality outside of how he's a little shit to his parents. Thanks for pushing that, Disney.
How innovative.
And they named him Brody. Just so they can call him Bro. Ah!
God, stop! I'm not going to have any voice left.
How much of Grace do we have left?
So much.
Oh, God.
Brody!
Brody.
You never did Pupy!
Did you? Bye, I'll do Poopy.
Behave yourself. And I smoked so much, now I've got cotton mouth, I can't stop drinking.
It's Christmas Day, said Scrooge to himself. I haven't missed it, dog. The spirits have done it all in one night. They can do anything they like. Of course they can. Of course they can. Hello, my fine fellow. And now, Brody. Hello, returned the boy. Do you know the Pulliters in the next street, but one at the corner? Scrooge inquired. I should hope I did, replied the lad. An intelligent boy, said Scrooge. A remarkable boy. Do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there? Not the little prize turkey, the big one. Next.
What was that?
That was a very bored young man doing a very tired and uninspired part. Brody.
Charlie.
Charlie was the little girl, right?
I don't know. I don't have room in my brain for that garbage.
I'm pretty sure it was her.
What, the one as big as me? returned the boy. What a delightful boy, said Scrooge. It's a pleasure to talk to him. Yes, my buck. It's hanging there now, replied the boy. Is it, said Scrooge? Go and buy it. Walker, replied the boy. No, said Scrooge. I'm in earnest. Go and buy it, and tell them to bring it here, that I may give them a direction where to take it. Come back with the man, and I'll give you a shoeing. Come back with him in less than 5 minutes, and I'll give you half a crown. Did you see a Yoki?
What?
Rosie.
Rosie.
Wasn't she the girliest of the sisters? Or was that Cindy?
Cindy was the Cindy Lou Who.
Oh, right.
Rosie was the little
Was that
diva.
the maid?
Hmm?
Which one was Rosie, Grace?
Rosie was the little diva puppy who sounded kind of blonde.
Okay.
The boy was off like a shot. He must have had a steady hand at it, at a trigger who could have got off like a shot half so fast.
I'll send it to Buck Cratchit, whispered Scrooge, rubbing his hands and spitting with a laugh. He shan't know who sends it. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Joe Miller never made such a joke as this, sending it to Bob's will be. Next.
Yes, you're right, Grace's Rosie was the middle child Yorkie who was a diva and couldn't stop shaking.
I'm a star.
Forgot about that. What's wrong with that dog? Now
and-
Cindy.
And Buddy thought he wasn't allowed to poop anywhere. And that's why the shake.
You've got to get back. The last one. Grace, you're no longer allowed to sponsor posts. God, Cindy.
Keep sponsoring.
No.
The hand in which he wrote the address was not a steady one, but write it he did somehow, and went downstairs to open the street door, ready for the coming of the Poolitter's man. As he stood there, waiting his arrival, the knocker caught his eye. I shall love it as long as I live, cried Scrooge, patting it with his hand. I scarcely ever looked at it before. What an honest expression it has in its face. It's a wonderful knocker. Here's the turkey. Hello. Whoop. How are you? Merry Christmas.
Next.
Grace's band. Okay. Oh, Brent.
It was a turkey. Does a turkey tweet? He never could have stood up on its legs, that bird. He would have had snapped him, set him off short in a minute, like sticks of sealing wax. Why, it's impossible to carry that to Camden Town, said Scrooge. You must have a cab.
Yes, Grace, you are definitely in band camp. So banned.
Here you go.
So banned.
The chuckle from which he said this, and the chuckle with which he paid for the turkey, and the chuckle with which he paid for the cab, and the chuckle which he had to recompense the boy, were only to be exceeded by the chuckle with which he sat down, breathless in his chair again, and chuckled till he cried. Tweet, tweet! I still hear it!
I hate him. I hate you all of you. Felix Wolf says, just popping in to say hi before bed. Just got back for a show.
Felix Wolf.
Hope y'all have a good night, but my request is your interpretation of Green Arrow.
My interpretation of Green Arrow. Shaving was not an easy task, obviously. For his hand continued to shake very much, and shaving requires attention, even when you don't dance while you're at it. But if he had cut the end of his nose off, he would have to put a piece of sticker plaster over it, and be quite satisfied. Sure, why not? Next.
Next is a shout-out, sponsored shout-out, says from Laura B. Hi, Ghost of Christmas Bob and Merry Lady Raven. Thanks for the live stream, and I'm glad you both are doing well. Much, much love and hugs for you both.
Aw, thank you, Laura.
Thank you. And then Brandon Croker says, the fun marches on, and he would like the voice suggestion to be Vincent Price.
Was this a sponsored post or just from the chat?
This is the final sponsored post.
Final sponsored post. He dressed himself, all in his best, and at last got out into the streets. The people were by this time pouring forth, as he had seen them with the ghost of Christmas present, and walking with his hands behind him, Scrooge regarded every one with a delighted smile. He looked so irresistibly pleasant, in a word, that 3 or 4 good human fellows said, "Good morning, sir! A Merry Christmas to you!" And Scrooge said often afterwards that all of the blithe sounds he had ever heard, those were the blithest in his ears. He had not gone far when, coming on towards him, he beheld the portly gentleman who had walked into his counting-house the day before, and said, "Scrooge and Marley's, I believe?" It sent a pang across his heart to think how this old gentleman would look upon him when they had met, but he knew that one path lay straight before him, and he took it. "My dear sir," said Scrooge, quickening his pace, and taking the old gentleman by both his hands, "how do you do? I hope you succeeded yesterday. It was very kind of you. A Merry Christmas to you, sir." "Mr. Scrooge?" "Yes," said Scrooge. "That is my name, and I fear it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to ask your pardon, and will you have the goodness—" Here Scrooge whispered in his ear. "Lord bless me," cried the gentleman, as if his breath were taken away. "My dear Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?" "If you please," said Scrooge, "not a farthing less. Many great back payments are included in it, I assure you. Will you do me that favor?"
Colin, we did a sponsored post of yours. If you sponsored more than one post, then, yeah, just tell me real quick what it is. We'll take a moment. And after the sponsored post, then I'm going to read something to you.
Oh my goodness, this never happens. How spontaneous.
So just give Colin a minute to let me know if it's...
Sure.
If it was... Because we did one, maybe he missed it. If not, if he did more than one, then... I do remember seeing that. I don't know how we missed it. Okay. The final sponsored post.
Final.
Is from Colin Warmbrough.
Colin Warmbrough.
Sexy Morgan Freeman as Jar Jar Binks. Doesn't sound compatible.
What the hell?
You might have to do Sexy Morgan Freeman and then Jar Jar. Maybe Sexy Jar Jar Binks? Ooh.
I'll just do regular Jar Jar and then wrap up with Sexy Morgan Freeman. Sound good? Okay, good.
That works for me. I mean, probably not works for me. No.
"Oh, Misa, dear sir," said he was shaking hands with him. "I don't know what to say. Such a magnificent—" "Don't say anything, please," retorted Scrooge. "Come and see me, sir. I will you come and see me?" "I will," cried old gentleman, and it was clear he meant to do it.
Thank ye, said Scrooge. I am much obliged to you. Thank you 50 times. Bless you. A ring-a-ding-ding. And there we are.
And now, since we are all probably headed to bed, I would like to read you a classic bedtime story. It is called Go the Fuck to Sleep by Adam Mansbach, illustrated by Ricardo Cortez.
And made famous by none other than Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. I know I will not do it justice, but I shall try.
You'll do it justice, even if it's not him.
It will not be him.
It will not be him.
Okay. I have never read this book before.
So it's going to be a new
not prepared
experience.
At all.
Hey, just like me.
The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have lain down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Please go the fuck to sleep. The windows are dark in the town, child. The whales huddle down in the deep. I'll read you one very last book if you swear you'll go the fuck to sleep. The eagles who soar through the sky are at rest, and the creatures who crawl, run, and creep. I know you're not thirsty. That's bullshit. Stop lying. Lie the fuck down, my darling, and sleep. The wind whispers soft through the grass, hun. The field mice, they make not a peep. It's been 38 minutes already. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Go to sleep. All the kids from daycare are in dreamland. The froggy has made his last leap. Hell no, you can't go to the bathroom. You know where you can go? The fuck to sleep. The owls fly forth from the treetops. Through the air they soar and they sweep. A hot crimson rage fills my heart, love. For real, shut the fuck up and go to sleep. The cubs and the lions are snoring, wrapped in a big snuggly heap. How come you can do all this other great shit, but you can't lie the fuck down and sleep? That was hard. That didn't so well. The seeds slumber beneath the earth now, and the crops that the farmers will reap. No more questions. This interview's over. I've got 2 words for you, kid. Fucking sleep.
It's too easy to imagine you actually reading this to your children.
I totally would have. If it had been out there, I would have read this to them. They would have loved it.
The opposite effect has happened.
The tiger reclines in the simmering jungle. The sparrow has silenced her chief. Fuck your stuffed bear. I'm not getting you shit. Close your eyes, cut the crap, sleep.
I'm not doing that with your stuffed bear.
The flowers doze low in the meadows and high on the mountains so steep. My life is a failure. I'm a shitty-ass parent. Stop fucking with me, please, and sleep! The giant pangolins of Madagascar are snoozing as I lie here and openly weep. Sure, fine, whatever. I'll bring you some milk. Who the fuck cares? You're not gonna sleep.
Oh.
Bleary and dazed I awaken to find your eyes shut. So I keep my fingers crossed tight as I tiptoe away and pray that you're fucking asleep.
Please, please.
You're finally watching our movie. Popcorn's in the microwave. Beep! Oh shit. God damn it. You gotta be kidding. Come on, go the fuck back to sleep. The end.
Bravissima!
Thank you.
And that final surprise of the evening was brought to you by the letter F.
Family approved.
Family approved. Thank you all for joining us. Both streams will be put in a playlist.
And again, I am sorry that it has to be both streams, but...
And the riff will be uploaded to Vimeo.
Yes, and they will be available to everybody. So keep an eye out for that when that's finally up. And just, as always, thank you for making this such a blast.
This was a good Christmas.
It was. It was shorter than other Christmas in Julys we've had, but still very good regardless. Thank you so, so much. Merry Christmas in July, everybody, and we will see you later.